one straight because Lane's not here.
Right.
She'll probably give us a hard time about it later, though. Right? Oh, I'll have to kick her out. It's more comfortable at the table.
Right? Two of us fit. Even though she's tiny,
She's tiny.
she's just not tiny enough.
Or we have to sit on 2 chairs.
I could put Elaine on my lap. She'd love that.
She wouldn't. We cannot start rumors. We're not starting rumors.
Oh, that Myrtle Beach.
They're a little frisky there. We don't really know what's happening.
What happens in Myrtle?
We get in trouble a lot. we could offend somebody.
We could.
Yes, and I'm already having a hard
Dude,
time.
I'm already on a Facebook ban.
You're the first. I've not heard of anybody else on my friends list being banned.
Well, if it's gonna be happening, it's gonna be me.
That's right. Well,
There's no escaping it, right?
give it to them. That's all I have to say.
You
You're
know?
gonna give it to them.
Listen, that person was being unkind,
Yes.
and I said
You
some
were
things
standing
maybe I
up.
shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Nothing too foul, but
Right.
offense was taken.
Right. Well, just like, if you don't have anything nice to say, just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, but that's throughout society. People can't do that. They're entitled to their opinion, right?
Yeah.
And including offensive
are.
speech.
We are.
And that goes for everybody.
But you're being a bully. And someone needs to stand up for the people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Someone has to stand up for you if you're being bullied.
And I am happy to be the big loudmouth that stands.
Right. More power to you. I think it's fabulous that you stood up for someone that was making an innocent comment,
Yeah.
and it was something fun with kids, right? It wasn't
Yeah,
even
I don't think it was anything,
it wasn't a big deal. It's like something I would have said to my children had we
Right.
come across something, and I'm like, I really have no idea, but let me just make something up that's cute and fun.
What it was in a forum, someone had posted a picture of a 16th century tombstone that had a skull and crossbones on it. And this person had told their little kid, like 3 years old, that it was a pirate's grave. Of course, pirates, when they were taken in by law enforcement of the time, they weren't buried with a skull and crossbones. That's fine. This other lady on the forum took umbrage to it and was, made it out like that person was a bad person. So I said some things that were nothing foul, nothing obscene, or even bad language, but
She was offended by
offense was taken, and I got a 3-day Facebook ban. So obviously, your first couple of bans are only 24 hours. So
it. You're at least on number 3 then?
I got a big mouth.
In a short period of time.
Yes. The last time was when I was in Philadelphia a couple of weeks ago, and I got a 24-hour ban. I think that might have been potty language. I can't even remember because it's nothing that I wouldn't say to people in person.
You were having a transitional moment, right? You were bringing your child to college, and you were having emotional highs and lows that week.
Oh, I'm still having
the area and all that stuff, right? All that combined.
I am very much a country mouse. Okay, traffic jams in my growing up was tractors and migrant workers blocking the roadway.
Yeah.
I brought my daughter to the center of Philadelphia and left her there. The only city that she had ever participated in was Myrtle Beach. Her grandparents would take her to New York City once every couple of years, but that's with your grandparents. It's a completely different situation.
Yeah.
So I was having a moment.
Right. She doesn't know how to take public transportation.
No, she's never had to flag a cab, much less figure out city bus routes or subway.
Yeah.
You know, so I was having a moment because my baby is in the middle of the inner city and she is obviously doing pretty well right now. So,
Well, she's probably a little feisty as well, right?
well, she is mine.
She gets it from you. Yep.
She is her mommy's daughter. She is.
So she'll be able to stand up for herself.
Yes.
Hopefully won't take it too far and get into trouble, right? Because
No,
it could go
she's-
both ways.
She is much more circumspect and tactful.
Well, and she's worked in retail for a lot of years too, so it's not like she doesn't know how to interact with.
Right, and I mean, I know how to act myself too.
You do.
For the
You're
most,
friendlier than
for the
I
most
am,
part.
I would have to say,
but
on most
you know,
occasions.
she's young. She's
Yeah.
young. She's 23. She's starting her master's degree. She's got a lot on her plate.
Yeah.
But it is September in the South. You know what that means? Absolutely nothing.
It's still hot.
Yeah.
The leaves are not changing. The flowers are still blooming and reblooming and reblooming. And it's fabulous most days.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we move here, right?
Yeah.
But you know, there is one big change when September hits. Traffic.
And
Look at that beautiful autumnal cup.
pumpkin spice.
I am a pumpkin spice fiend. My world revolves around pumpkin spice from the moment that it comes out. Last week, they released pumpkin spice at the Starbucks, and I was 7 minutes late getting to work because the line was really, really long on release day. So, yes, I am that basic young woman that goes for your pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
I bought my mug 2 days ago on Monday. My husband and I saw it actually at the Tuesday morning on the north end up in North Myrtle Beach, and I was like,
Yep.
yes!
Something from autumn.
Yes. Which leads us into all the things that we are going to be doing here.
Yes.
We are preparing for the change of season. Not that it really comes here very soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have another month, almost 2 months before the weather really starts to change
Yeah.
here. But I like to be prepared. So we've been working on socks. We have been starting to look at our garment knit-alongs for the rest of the year. I know that.
Planning for SAF.
Oh,
Our
SAF.
SAF sweaters are starting next week.
If you have not heard about SAF, it is the Southeastern American or Southeastern Animal and Fiber Festival. It is held just in the suburbs of Asheville, North Carolina, which is about 5.5 to 6 hours away from us. Totally worth it.
And it's
Um,
October 22nd through the
Yes,
24th?
24th.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll be there for one full day, probably 2 nights this next trip.
We love fiber festivals. We had the opportunity to attend the first Southern Comforts Fiber Market out here in Fort Mill, South Carolina. Let me tell you, we had a blast. We had it got off to a rocky start because hello South Carolinian roadways. I got a massive chip.
It was heat.
It was
related,
heat.
Right?
It was 110 degrees with the heat index that week, and my husband had been working outside, and I came out 2 hours later to walk the dog, and there was a 15-inch crack in my windshield, and the car had moved.
Yeah.
The car had moved in a couple of days, so I had a heart attack. We were supposed to leave the next day. I'm calling Martina. I couldn't get a hold of her until late, and because I was going to be driving, because I drive a big third row seat Ford Flex, right? It looks kind of like a rolling toaster, and it would have fit everybody and all our stuff, and it would have been great. So Martina ended up, thank heavens, her and her husband have a Dodge Journey, so we were able to fit myself, Martina, Elaine, Celeste,
And Joanne.
and Joanne. And we had such a great time.
It was fun.
We took some crazy way out there that we're following the GPS on Apple Maps, and dude, it felt like deliverance out there. I was waiting to hear the banjos.
Yeah.
I was a little intimidated. That's country. I'm from country,
Yeah.
but that's real country. That was.
There was no traffic though.
There was no traffic.
We're on a two-lane road.
2-lane highway. It was blacktopped.
It was,
It was blacktopped.
but it wasn't fun to drive in the dark because
It was a little
there's
scary.
no lights.
Yeah, there's no road lights. There's no houses.
Right.
I mean, it was desolate, just like forever. There were nobody there.
But growing
little
up
scary.
in the country kind of thing, right? You're
Yeah.
used to that. However, you're not used to older eyes
No, I definitely
Right.
noticed that my vision
at
is
night.
not what it
Really
was.
sucks. Really sucks at night.
It was not what it was.
I'm like, I was thinking, I can still see, but I need some driving glasses at some point.
Yeah.
Sooner than later.
I got those for Lou. He
Sooner than
swears
later.
by them.
It didn't
So
rain or anything on us. I don't remember. On the way home.
on the way home, it did. It
But it
rained a
was
bit,
daytime,
but
but
nothing
didn't
terrible.
matter. Yeah.
But this was, we each got a bag. Southern Comfort Fiber Fest. It's actually a pretty neat bag. It's medium
nice.
weight canvas. Oh, my receipts are in here. It does not have an interior pocket, but it does have this snazzy zipped exterior
Yeah.
pocket.
I like a
Um,
zip pock.
I do like the zip pocket. It's got, the handles are sturdy.
And a zip top as well.
The top zips, which we all agreed, that is pretty great.
Yes.
How many, I mean,
Stop at the light and your car goes flying, or your bag goes flying. Yeah.
I don't know how other people drive, but there's the occasional abrupt panic. Oh, heck
Yeah.
no. And, everything goes flopping off the other seat, right?
Yep.
And
I got one of those as well.
Martina and I each got our this is super purple. I feel like great babe wearing this. It's pretty great.
I don't know that I would wear it out,
I know.
but I will wear it underneath like a black sweater or something later
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Besides, too, I'm a 3/4 sleeve person, and
It
that's
is
the
definitely
short
a
sleeves.
sleeve.
I mean, it
Yeah.
does have longer short sleeves. It's a true woman's.
Yeah, it's
like-
about a 6-inch sleeve.
And they're oversized, which is nice. They had up to a 3X, which was fabulous.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Most places
Much more size
don't
inclusive
offer
than most
all
places.
those sizes. But it was really nice. So yeah, I will be wearing it in the future because of the sleeve situation. Has to be a little cooler outside for me to
Yeah.
wear double layers.
Yeah.
But I thought the same thing too. I'm like, this is like Viking purple, like Minnesota Vikings purple.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It is Clemson
Mhm.
purple.
Yep. Oh
Is it-
yes,
that is
exactly.
Clemson, right? Yes, Clemson.
Yes. Yes.
I won't wear it with orange though.
No, but you
Um,
could.
Yeah.
You could wear it to a
so-
game.
Absolutely.
Would be
Absolutely.
awesome.
Do you want to show what you got?
Yeah, I have a lot of things. So I'm going to show my bag first, okay? So I kind of had a llama. We haven't decided if they're all llamas or if there's some alpacas in here.
I want to say that this one is an alpaca.
Alpaca. I think so too.
Because alpaca, you can get that good
They kinda
face
have
muzzle.
Yeah, and they
You
have
know?
they have the furry legs, right?
Yeah, they're a little more thick in the leg.
Yeah, chunky legs. Who knows?
Either way, it's a camelid,
Yes.
right? I mean, it's
Yes.
alpaca, camels, and
Yes.
llamas are all camelids. So either
Absolutely.
way, it is large. It will stomp you if it needs to.
I will.
It might even spit at you.
They're mean. They're not very friendly.
Well, alpacas are
super
better
cute.
than llamas, right?
They are,
They are.
but they have to be
You ever
handled
been-
all the time.
I came real close at Rhinebeck one year of getting bit by a llama.
Yes.
It happens.
It happened
Because they have an alpaca
happened to me,
parade,
too.
and then there was a couple of llamas
When I was
in there. It
little.
was like, ooh. Yeah, no, this was when I was like 35.
Well, you should know better. Just because
That's
they're
what
cute
Lou
doesn't
said.
mean you should get close to them.
Well, you know, it's that whole the whole thing. You see a leopard laying out there, and you're like,
That's right.
here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
The dog's foaming from his mouth, and you
That's
still, come
That's
here,
it.
buddy.
That's
Aren't
it.
you cute?
If I die, it's probably going to be petting something I shouldn't.
That's right. All right, so this one is from a booth or a company called Foggy Mountain Fibers.
The owner of that is Gretchen Caraway.
Gretchen, yes.
She is a cool lady to talk to.
Yes, and I liked her. I like the color. I like the size. It's a good. I have a sweater in here. We'll show you that next time because we're just doing.
We're playing
Goodies.
catch up, right? We're playing catch up with all our
It's been
fun
4
stuff.
weeks since we've done a podcast. So love it, love it, love it. It's blue and then has all the different colors on there. So that was one bag. So this is what? Bag 2. 1, 2. I gifted another style from the Comfort to Arlene. She does all of our newsletters. I shouldn't say a lot of them. She does all of them.
She's amazing. She does so much. And then she bakes cookies for us all the time.
That's right.
And her cookies are the best cookies I've ever had.
She feeds us goodies. Yeah.
She's wonderful.
See, now I'm thinking this is the same one because he's got the.
But he's got skinny legs.
He does, but he's got the.
Yeah, that shaped face. He's got that small face, not the big face, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Someone else can tell us what they are. But he's kind of a nerd. He's got some little cute glasses on him. I love them.
Wait a minute.
Everyone has a different set of glasses on him. So I thought it was the same one repeated over and over again, or he has a wardrobe of glasses.
I'm going to say a wardrobe because look at that. You got some cat's eye shaped. You got the nerd shape. You got your John Lennon style.
He is so cute.
That is adorable. And
He
he's got
is cute.
most of these have like a
And
big
he's-
smiley
And he's
face.
swimming in the water in some
He's
of
all,
these.
like, all happy.
He doesn't have any feet. This bag is from Nan Bags, handmade by Nancy at Janan Wood and Fiber. So I'll link this below because it's kind of, I don't know how to pronounce it. But he's aqua turquoise, and her sewing is just exceptional quality. The polka dots on the bottom. She's even got her hand sewn zip pull here.
She's got a zipper stop here that I
She's-
really like.
yes.
It's sturdy. It's
easy.
not, you're not going to lose your zipper end in that.
And all coordinating fabric. So there's like little triangular design inside that matches the fabric. So she has nicely coordinated fabric. Okay, what's inside the bag though? And I want to say there's a pocket on both sides, a big pocket on both sides.
I like that.
And that's not easy to find.
No, and
I don't even do 2 pockets on
Right.
each side. I'll do 2 pockets, but it's going to be on one side.
Right. I like multiple pockets because invariably I'm going to slide, half a pattern or, one of my notions kits in there because each bag I need a notions kit because I'm going to lose my scissors. I'm going to lose my tape measure.
Mm-hmm.
If I need point protectors that time, it's, MIA constantly. Stitch markers. Oh my God. My vacuum loves stitch markers.
So this bag is ginormous. I have 10 skeins of DK weight yarn in here.
Oh my God.
I have a lot of papers in here. And I have a couple stitch markers that I bought. Oh, these are
Cardinal.
these are laser cut on wood. They're wood stitch markers and they're laser cut.
These are pretty spiffy.
And they're just the cutest little, and they're so light, right? I don't like a dangly stitch marker most of the time because they're so heavy or they get in the way.
Right.
These weigh nothing.
There is no drag. I
No.
cannot imagine having a drag when you're moving your stitch marker around, like especially working the round.
Absolutely. They are so
These are
cute.
super pretty.
So that one is little sheep
Yeah.
faces, and this one is little yarn balls and heart yarn balls. They're
oh,
so cute.
those are too
You
cute.
can't see them from here. You won't, there's no chance.
Right.
It's just not going to happen.
No.
I also got a cute little magnetic holder from them, and this is from a different vendor. I just had the card here. Where did I put it?
Cardinal Woodwork.
Yeah, that's it.
Ha!
I
Cardinal.
just had the card.
CardinalWoodwork.com.
Was Sue, Miss Sue at Cardinal Woodwork, and fabulous.
They're super.
She had custom crochet hooks. She had custom stitch rippers, Jack the Ripper. She had like 50 plus different designs in her stitch markers that she just didn't have out. There was just way too many. Like every type of dog you can imagine. Llamas, sheep. I mean, you imagine it. Even if she doesn't have it, she could make it. Drink coasters, placemats, just on and on and on.
She had a lot.
Yeah, it was. I could have bought a lot of different things.
Yeah.
A lot of things from her. She had Lazy Susans.
Yeah.
And they were all gorgeous. I got a little cup. I'll have to. I'll show it next time.
Yeah, we'll have to show because I have something that I left at the house that I should have had here today.
Yeah, so we'll have more things. And when Elaine's back with us, hello, Elaine's not here today. We didn't even introduce ourselves.
What? No, Elaine?
She disappeared. She's tiny.
She's so tiny. She's in my pocket.
Hide. She can hide. Yeah. So, whatever we missed, we'll try and remember next time. It's just a little dish that is magnetic, and I have it sitting at the table with like stitch markers, a tapestry needle, that kind of thing. You know, we have our big magnetic cases, but it's just nice to have it on there, like when you're working with them on a project and not always having to put them back in the container and then digging them back out.
To me, it kind of looks like a wooden egg cup.
It does, on a miniature size.
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller than a normal sized egg cup.
Yeah.
But there's no visible magnetizing force. Like it's all on the internal.
Right.
Right? It's really cool. It's really cool.
Right.
I kind of kicked myself that I didn't grab one because
she only had 2 left when I got there, and that was the very
that was still early
beginning of the second day. So we don't know what she had the first day, but didn't sound like they were busy. Did not sound like they were busy.
No, I think
unfortunately because it was really a good show.
There was a little confusion, I think, with the GPS address.
Right. The post office had chosen to change their address like a couple weeks maybe before even the show was about to start. So
they didn't realize it until people started getting lost.
Or they would just give up, right, and go home.
Right.
Hopefully they didn't come from far. I'm sure the ones that drove from a distance probably called and found their way in.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So anyways, so I got a sweater quantity from the same company. Oh, I forgot my little blingy yarn too. So
I have mine.
Oh, okay, good.
So we can at least show you that.
Yeah, because mine's just a different color. This is from Apothecary Fabrications. So these are hand dyed. This is their delightful DK on 100% fine merino wool, and it's like a minty green color. It's called Choicest Mint. So it's a good name for it.
Yeah, it is.
And 250 yards for 115 grams. 115 grams, yeah.
Yeah, so that's good yardage.
So really good yardage. So I got a sweater quantity for this, and I had a plan for it, but I'm going to change my plan for this, for the main color anyways.
Yeah.
So when I was there, of course, the lighting wasn't all that great. It was in kind of a warehousey.
Like a gymnasium.
Yeah.
But not bright lights. They kept the lights kind of down, I think,
They
to
were
keep the
dim.
heat down.
Yes, it was so hot that day.
It was so humid.
So
Oh
hot.
my goodness. All the windows out in the front of the building were all condensation
Yeah.
because it was that humid.
Yeah, you were sweating you were full sweat by the time you got from the car to
Yeah.
the building, and it wasn't that far of a walk.
No, it was like, 50 yards.
Yeah.
If that, 20, 30 yards.
Half a block. Right?
Yeah, not even. Yeah.
So I got a sweater quantity I got 6 of these, and then I have 4, and these don't have color names on them, but they're tonals, 4 tonals. So we have a
They're
gold, a
gorgeous.
burgundy, a blue, and a green. So I was going to do those, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with those in a minute, but we'll get through our fiber stuff. So I'm going to put these away. These will go into something else because, I will use it.
And if you have
Definitely.
been to SAF before, which we have not, but apparently a friend of mine says that Apothecary has an even larger booth at SAF.
I kind of was mad at myself that I didn't get a few of her variegateds because I've been kind of stalking her a little bit
Yeah.
online when I saw that she was there, and I knew that my plan was to get a sweater quantity for a sweater that I have in mind, and so I kind of stuck to that with the exception of some sparkly fingering, but otherwise I bought all goodies. But yeah, and I was oohing and on over all her variegateds, and I didn't even get one.
Really?
So she'll be at SAF, I'm sure. So
Yeah.
if I don't find someone else's ooh and
Yeah.
ah over, I will get some of
I
hers
mean,
to
SAF
do.
SAF is going to be so much bigger.
In a colorwork sweater, one of her variegateds. Oh, I just there were so many
Yeah,
to
like-
pick from. I could have picked one of everything on the top row.
A faux aisle
Yes.
with one of her gradients.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I had some good conversation with her
Mhm.
because
She's a neat lady.
she is, she's got the dreadlocks going
Yeah.
all the way to her feet. She's just very boho looking, and she's a hand spinner and a parent, and as natural as she can outside of the knitting, outside of some of her dyes. A lot of her dyes
Right.
are natural and plant based, and I was very impressed with her as a businesswoman,
Absolutely.
and she knows her stuff.
She knows what she's talking about.
A lot of the people at
Oh.
these shops don't know. They're just like, yeah, I bought that over
Did you bring
here.
one of her braids?
I did. I
You
have
should
both
show
of
that
my
next
braids.
because
I have, since we're talking about her.
we're talking about her so much. Not that she's not worth it, because she totally is.
She is.
I could have lived just in her booth.
Look at all the fun. I bought, as a hand spinner, I bought 2 of her braids of hand dyed.
I wanted to buy some, and I'm not even a spinner. It was phenomenal,
All of the ladies who came up to,
with
To the-
exception of one.
with the exception of one, all went home with drop
did.
spindles. Infecting people, it's like a virus, right? Oh God,
Well,
not
they're-
another virus.
They're
Sorry.
just so pretty.
Yeah.
Even if I never spin on it, it's fabulous.
Look
Look
at this.
that.
Look at this.
All the colors
This
I love.
is the Apothecary. This is her Rambouillet. So Rambouillet, for those not in the know, is a type of sheep. And I have found that Rambouillet can kind of sometimes have a little bit more coarseness.
Oh, it's
This
fabulous.
she has it listed as a 21 micron milled top. Top, of course, means that all of your fibers are going in one direction, so it's a worsted prep rather than a woolen. Woolen prep is the fibers going all over the place, right? The colors in this are so rich. Even the gray is tone on tone. It is dimensional. I cannot say enough.
I can't wait to see
about
how that
this.
spins up.
Oh,
I
it's plastic.
wanted that so much, and I was like, what do I need it for?
Going to a fiber festival is never about need. It
I had
is
a budget.
purely
I had a
design-
budget.
Oh, dude, I blew my budget.
I had a budget.
I blew it. But this is absolutely lovely. Hand wash, of course, air dry. It is not super wash. But Rambouillet,
I will be getting some of that the next time through,
yeah.
because, yeah,
I mean, at the very least, if you don't spin it, I can have it being spun here, and then you end up with the yarn at the end.
That
right?
would give me reason to spin it, but I don't know.
So we'll play it by ear,
we get
right?
into trouble even when we shouldn't. And yeah, I got into a lot of other trouble. So listen, I spent more on my sweater quantity yarn than you probably spent at the
No.
trip. Or close to it.
No.
Did you buy furniture when we were there?
I didn't. It was really close. It was
'Cause
really
I was
close.
like, she might be buying a chair.
It was really close. Depuy Creations, DEPUY Creations, is run by Hugh and Vera, and they are members of my reenactment society. And they are woodworkers. They are amazing woodworkers. They make looms and drop spindles and sock blockers that change for size. Which, that's what came home with me, and that I want to show next week. I mean, how many times have you knit a pair of socks and you have your sock blockers, and these socks are for somebody else? Now you got to add an inch at the toe, and it's not right. It's just not right. So these are plug and play. You can move the whole
They're
thing
adjustable.
up. They're completely adjustable in the foot. I'm very impressed with them.
Very nice.
I'm very impressed.
Good. I did not see those, or I would have got those.
Yeah. So
Oh,
this is the other apothecary braid that I bought.
Why?
This is what pulled me into her booth.
I mean, hello.
I could not. I don't even like pink. Okay, I don't wear pink.
There's
Pink.
such a smidge, though. There's hardly any.
This is burgundies and browns and chocolate and
autumn.
tan, and it's like chocolate covered cherries. This is her Montana Corriedale, which is, she has listed as a 24 micron milled top. All of her dyes are eco-friendly, which that makes an impact with me.
Absolutely.
I like, you know,
And they're so rich.
her colors are so saturated.
Saturation is fabulous.
Like, I look at this and I don't even know how I'm gonna spin it. Should I spin it from the fold? Should I let it barber pole? I mean, it is so beautiful that I'm not at a point where I probably can spin it yet.
You're gonna
It
save
needs
it.
to age
You're
like
gonna
a
save
fine
it.
wine.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, look, my card.
you know, it will tell me when it's ready to be spun, right?
That's fabulous.
Do you want to
Fabulous.
finish yours and then I'll...
Okay. I do have a sock blocker too, and I don't know where it is. But it wasn't, I don't know that it was, it had to have been from them. I think they're the only ones that had sock blockers in wood.
Yes. Yes, I remember you buying that. You just didn't
And
get the
it was-
adjustable size one.
Right. Was
You
it
got-
llama themed as well?
I think so.
Probably was. So. I don't even know where I got all of these things from. I think I have cards for all of them, but I would have to look on the map. I don't know where I got these from. Do you remember? This was the booth
from Snyder?
before Snyder. They were right next to Snyder.
That was that mill, and I
could look
thought
them
I
up
had
on
a
the map.
card.
I will look them up on the map because I do have all the vendors in here.
Okay, there were 2 mills present, at least 2 mills present. One was Meridian, and one was the other one.
They were
And-
right next to them. So I'll have to look on here because
Yeah.
I think I'll have to look at the list compared to. So anyways, these are what, 2 ounce, right?
Yeah.
2 ounce, and she didn't have them tagged or anything, but oh, they're so pretty. And I thought, if I'm going to do a drop spindle, let me get a green and a purple because I love them together, and I could ply them together if I like the colors together. So they have, I do remember though that they are merino and mohair. So there's sheep and goat. Don't remember who though. I thought maybe I had her tag in here. That's for the basket. And I didn't get a receipt because it was so cheap.
Right.
Oh, 2 tumble top. But it doesn't say who it's from.
Looking
No,
at
this
your
is
map,
not
it's
it.
going to be either J.E. Homestead or the Area Yarn Company.
Yeah.
And I want to
I'll have
say
to do a little research because
it was the J.E. Homestead
I think
because
it
they
was.
had all that alpaca fiber up in there in that big scale.
Yeah, and he was like,
Right there, right? Because this is Snyder. That's Yarn Fairy.
yeah, going towards the back.
Right.
Yeah.
So that will
it's
be
33 or 24.
right. So it's either J.E. Homestead or the Area Yarn Company.
And I'll look it up to
Mhm.
verify when I post notes. So it'll be in the comments. It'll be in the menu below.
Now,
So
what's cool?
none of this will make difference to you because it'll already be posted.
What's cool about these bumps is not only are they unbelievably soft,
Oh, they're fabulous.
but all this white in here is silk. So that is a beautiful silk blend that is a really low micron count. I want to almost say that these are wools blended with maybe a little alpaca and some silk, because these are just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said they were merino silk.
Okay, merino and
Mohair.
silk. Oh. Well, that would do it.
Yeah, she said they're really
The
kind
fuzz
of.
factor would be the mohair then,
always.
not the alpaca that I was thinking.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have got them had they been alpaca.
Right.
Because I have some
Beautiful.
issues with alpaca. Not all alpaca, but the really fuzzy.
Right.
But I feel like we should I think we should take pictures of our hauls up close and put them on Facebook, because this does not do.
It doesn't
any
do it
of these
justice.
justice. Like, we're too
No.
far from the camera, kind of thing,
Yep.
and they are just yummy.
So yeah, check our Facebook page in the next week or so.
Yeah, we'll get those.
We'll get these all up.
because we were gonna do it anyways, but
We were,
got
and
distracted.
I'll start gathering links to each of these businesses, and so that you can purvey them too,
Yes.
because they are all very worthy.
They were all fabulous. It was hard to decide what to get. It really was.
It really was.
All right, and then this one here is Meridian Millhouse, and they weren't necessarily there to. They didn't have any goods on hand to sell.
Right.
They came in last minute, right?
Yep.
And I thought I had blingy ones, but that's okay. What happened to the bling? So they just had samples, and these were like 1 ounce.
Yeah.
1 ounce.
Yeah.
And
Here,
so
this one, I think this one has sparkle in it.
yeah, so you could pick any color. She was giving these away as
Yep.
samples.
It's one ounce
Yep.
of just fibers that they blend.
Blends, Yep.
It is a top, so all the fibers are going one direction,
Mhm.
and each one is a different type of fiber. And looking at their mill prices, like if I had a fleece or 10 that I needed to be taken care of, and their prices were better than other mills that I've looked at.
Yeah.
Because I have a habit of getting myself into trouble. I'm like, what? Free?
How much?
If it's free, it's for me. So then I end up with like 10 fleeces in my living room, and my husband's like, it's starting to smell in here. I'm starting to, if I can smell sheep, there's something wrong, Candace. So at one point, before I was starting to get caught up, I was looking at mill prices.
Yeah,
Meridian
and
is much better.
they are based out of Gastonia, North Carolina.
It's about 3 hours from here.
They do wholesale on Etsy. They have a web page, meridianmillhouse.com. And let's see here. Variety of products for hand dyers, spinners, weavers, and fiber enthusiasts. And I'm sure it's pretty much it was a newer mill.
It is. I think they've only been kind of really gearing up production over the last year.
Yes.
So, I mean, any business that has the guts to start up in COVID, I will absolutely support them, and their prices were very, very reasonable.
Yes, and they have roving in a handful of their
Yes.
different fibers, which was fabulous. But oh my gosh, they had a fabulous bulky acrylic, which is hard to achieve in
And I
a
was
little mill
surprised.
house, right?
I was surprised because most mills take natural fibers, right? And they had these big honkin' skeins of bulky acrylic. They were primary colors,
I was trying to find.
and it had a nice hand to it. It didn't feel squeaky like, your box store bulkies. It
Right.
kind of was reminiscent of that bulky that we have over. I want to call it international, and that's not universal.
Right. So they will-
Universal's deluxe bulky is very nice. If you're
Yeah, you wouldn't know that it was acrylic.
no,
It was a really
No, it
high
was very
quality
nice.
acrylic. I was trying to find it on here, but I don't see anything on here. 100% rayon. No, I don't see it on
I-
this price list. I think it was brand new, like hot off the presses,
Yes.
not even being like advertised anything at that
Right.
point. But
Right.
it was fabulous. The colors, they had a ton of colors for
I
a
was very
new
surprised,
line.
yeah.
Yeah, like more than a dozen, I want to say.
Yep.
And some fabulous neons, just really vibrant colors.
Yeah.
Fabulous things. All right, and then of course I got a little basket for my spinning fiber to land in, at least till I decide whether I'm gonna give it a good go or not. Right?
yeah.
Yes, she sized up one for me. She's
I
already
did.
got another one that we all love.
I have one of the large round
Yes.
Volga baskets that I had gotten, I think, at Whole Foods down in Charleston. And I love them.
Sorry.
You guys know spinners, fiber artists, they all carry them. Well, I wanted to be part of the Cool Kids Club, right?
Yeah.
So I picked that up. And since I saw these oblong, especially with my reenactment, I like to carry a basket that has my stuff in it and a cover so that real world stuff is not hanging out, right? So what I did is we both bought these.
Yeah.
And I took my Foggy Bottom, because I also purchased from Ms. Gretchen, and this is pickup trucks in a Christmas
Isn't that
scene.
cute?
Okay.
The antique Christmas tree.
I am crazy for Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and not so much years ago, but now I'm crazy for Christmas. So
So cute.
that bag fits completely in this basket. I'm in love. It just makes sense.
It's a perfect combo.
It makes sense. And then if I need to, I can pull it out and
Yeah.
use it elsewise.
Yeah. But I thought like, what a cute summer purse.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Absolutely. And if it starts
I love it.
like getting misshapen, all you do is you soak these in water
Yes.
and reshape them, let them dry.
Yes.
I cannot recommend these enough.
Easy care, right?
These came from
Fiber Sister. Friends.
Fiber Sister, Spirit Fibers, right?
I have her
Migration
cur-
Sisters
I have
number
her-
4. Fiber Sisters / Spirit Fiber Works.
Yes. Love it. So affordable.
Definitely recommend them.
Very
I think
affordable.
we paid like $20,
Yeah, mine was, just-
22 and 24,
Yeah,
something like that.
crazy.
Cannot get hurt. You can't get hurt. How
No.
can you really? You know,
They're
it fits your
fabulous.
cell phone and everything in there.
Yep.
No problemo.
And then Candace got us all, Look at my
What's an
Turkish
addiction if you don't make other people
spindle?
participate, right?
My Turkish spindle, and guess what? It's either got llamas or alpacas.
That same camelid beautifulness, right?
It's fabulous, love it, and I love the little turtle.
This is mine. I took that first half ounce of one of the samples that from Meridian, and I spun it up. And I don't know how well you can see that, but this is my turtle cup. And this is blacks and grays and a little bit of white and
Fabulous.
that beautiful bright pink.
Yeah.
And it's a half an ounce and it is lovely. And I bought this the same time that she bought hers, and mine has a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
They feel so good. They're light.
These are beautiful spindles.
They're so smooth. They've been
Beautiful.
sanded and sanded and sanded. They're fabulous. And what you were saying, he uses every single one of them before he sells them.
Scott Snyder of SnyderSpindles.com. He's on Etsy, he's on YouTube, you name it. He is such a down-to-earth guy, and he uses he tests personally every single spindle that he puts out.
Quality control.
How-
And they're so affordable.
Oh,
They were
absolutely.
So affordable.
Absolutely. I paid $24 for this.
Yeah.
And I have no idea the ounces on this one, but it's maybe an ounce in weight, in final weight.
1.3 ounce.
And yeah, yours is 1.3 ounce. So that's it. And generally, that's what I strive for to put on a spindle, is its own personal weight before it starts getting too heavy.
He
right?
signs them all.
He
They're all
signs them all.
signed.
I got this because my daughter was leaving her mommy. So she's crazy for dinosaurs even now in her 20s, right? So I got a T-Rex on mine that you can't see because it's underneath the turtle cup.
That's right. It's living under the turtle shell.
I cannot recommend Scott Snyder's spindles enough. He is a spinner himself. He spins on each one. He knows that they're all balanced before they leave his shop, which that is not the case with everyone.
No, talk about quality control.
Yeah,
To take
it's a big
time
deal.
to try them all out to make sure that they're balanced nicely.
Yep,
And there's no snags on them, so that's to
No.
me is very important as well.
it really is.
Yeah.
This was the second Snyder spindle that I got. This is his gear shape,
Isn't that absolutely fabulous?
and on the top it says South Carolina Spins Yarn, and it's got the shape of our state on there. And he has one in his shop that is waiting for me that is New York, because of course I'm a transplant, right? So I gotta have both. And this one is 1.1 ounce, and it spins like a dream. You can't tell because it's so far away, but this fiber I also got from Spirit Works when I bought my basket. This is an alpaca with stellina, so it's got that sparkle. It's this rich chocolatey
So
brown with some gray in it, and it's spinning up so nice.
It's so pretty.
So nice. So yes, I cannot recommend Scott
That's what
Snyder's
that is, right?
spindles enough. Yes. Also in Snyder's spindles, this schnazzy magnet, and I can't read that, okay? But it is Serenity from Firefly, because I'm a nerd, right? And nerds are awesome, and we're just one big old nerd group clan. And this is the Chinese symbol for Serenity, which if you watched that, it only had one season and one movie. If you watched it, this is on a bunch of their stuff. So this is magnet for my fridge. My husband will not get it because he is not a nerd like I am. And he'll probably be like, what the heck is that?
It's okay.
What is that? Do you even know what that says? How do you know that that's what it says?
Why do we got this on the fridge? Yep.
Then the last piece, I think, from the festival.
That we have to show today,
That
because
we
we
have-
forgot a few
yes.
things.
Yes. This is from Ellen Cooper's Yarn Sonnets. They are from Sprague, Connecticut, and they drove all the way down here to take part. It is Ellen Cooper's Yarn Sonnets.shop. And look at this. Look at these rich midnight blue tones. And it is all sparkles. It's got like a
gorgeous.
green sparkle running all the way through it with these rich midnight navy, mid blue into, primary blue. It is just lovely. They call it blue jeans. I think that's doing a
It's too casual
disservice.
for that. The name is too casual for the yarn.
Very much, very much. I would call this like Midnight Sonata or
Like
something.
Stars in the Sky or something.
Right.
Midnight Sky or
Yeah, because this is gorgeous.
yeah.
It is 220 yards to 1.75 ounces for $15.
Twinkle toes.
97% superwash merino. with 3% polyester, and that's that sparkle running through there. You can't beat this. This is
No.
gorgeous. I think this is going to have to be a pair of fingerless mitts for
We were
me
talking about that, yeah.
because that's a necessary evil. It's just going to happen. It has got to happen because it is that pretty. I can't.
It's gorgeous.
I can't in good conscience stuff it in my shoes.
I wanted every single skein she had.
Yeah,
Because
I could have spent
there
some
wasn't
money.
a bad color. And
Yep.
I bought two. I gifted one away. It was more of a rainbowy color. Very colorful, and it had iridescent stellina in it. And then I have a neutral one. It's creams and browns, tan, that kind of thing.
Nice.
With I think it's also iridescent in there. So I'll maybe remember to pull that out next time. But yeah, you can't beat that price
No.
for a hand dyed, first of all.
Yeah.
And then to have the stellina and as much merino as there is in there.
That would be 450 yards of a DK weight for $30. I would pay that in a heartbeat too.
Well, that's what you pay for hand dyes.
You know, I would pay that though. I've paid more than that for. I mean, I've paid $38 for a skein of Wollmeis. You know,
Absolutely.
that's like 500 yards of
Yeah.
a fingering weight.
Yeah.
So, if I'm gonna pay some larger company $35 for one skein of sock weight, why would I not pay for something this gorgeous?
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
I cannot get over. Like I sit there, I've had it at the knitting table since we came back, and I just look at it and I'm like, man, that's so
It's
pretty.
fabulous.
That is so pretty.
And anything blingy I love. So.
I like a little sparkle myself.
A little bit of bling in my yarn is fabulous.
Yep.
Yes. So that's what we have today from the Southern Comforts Fiber Market. So
It was a good time.
y'all
For-
need to check them out next year because they were a little sparse this year. I felt bad for them, but
Yeah.
right, and
Yep.
they're not far off of
Yeah,
the
they're not.
highway.
Yeah, they're what is
They're by
they're-
Carowinds.
Carowinds, which is it's like our version of Six Flags, right?
Right.
So not far, and you can make it a family thing. I like to combine trips myself, and
Yeah.
you send dad with the kids or mom with
Yep.
the kids. Go have your fun. I'm gonna be over here.
Yeah.
I'll meet you at the Cracker Barrel afterwards.
I don't know if their website is still up. I'm assuming it will be. This is the second, I want to say the second year they had it. They didn't obviously have it last year. So this would
They
be the
planned for it last year and it didn't
Right.
happen, and so this year I think is the original first year.
Oh, okay, yeah. Original plan was to launch in 2020. But we all know what happened. So I don't know that they expected people to be like there in hordes, but I expected to be more people than what
Yeah.
was there.
Me too.
They thought we were bringing a bus for some
Dude,
reason.
somebody said, "Are you part of the bus coming from Myrtle Beach?" I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, I don't know of anyone else coming from Myrtle Beach. We
It's
are.
like, if you call 5 a bus, we're here.
I mean, I sometimes call my car the party bus.
I will buy enough for at least 2 people, so,
Yeah.
but a bus, no.
No, we're not that
Maybe
good.
next year.
We're good,
Next
but not
year.
that good.
We had a lot of people that wanted to come, but it was a conflict in schedule, so
Mhm.
next year we could have a little mini bus
Yeah,
going.
Yeah, one of those like
Travelers.
the bachelor buses,
The travelers,
right?
yeah. Yes. That would be fun.
How great would that,
That would be fun.
That would be a really good time. So if
Mhm.
you're interested,
Yeah.
as we get closer to different fiber festivals, let us know.
We'll post. Yeah. We'll
Not for
definitely
SAF
post.
this year, but we are looking at the one in Greenville in February,
Super Bowl weekend.
and which,
I already got a room.
okay. And then there is another one up towards Raleigh,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't have a date for, but that is coming. And then there's Maryland Sheep and Wool that we could always hit, and that's,
And of course, Rhinebeck's right after SAF, so
oh,
we will miss it. But
yes.
You know.
Rhinebeck is just, that's
I don't know that I plan on going anytime soon to that one, anyways. But
13 hours drive at least.
we'd have to have more people to man the shop. We can't be closed that long.
No, that's a significant.
Yeah.
that is a journey. Not that, I mean, you and I, if we went together, we wouldn't need
We could fly.
hotels. We
We
wouldn't
could
need
fly.
hotels. We could fly into Stewart Airfield, which is right across the river, kind of, and then stay with my father-in-law lives in Wappingers Falls, New York. So that's a half, say half an hour from
Maybe
Rhinebeck.
next year.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
Depends on how many festivals we hit in a year.
Yeah,
Can't afford it.
dude,
Ooh.
the struggle. That's a lot of money, man. It's hundreds of dollars to
I
attend.
brought my budget and stuck in my
Mhm.
budget, which I was shocked because there was a lot more things that I wanted that I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
For a festival that only had 32 vendors,
Mhm.
I spent a tremendous amount of money.
Exactly.
I used to have a $600 to $700 Rhinebeck budget, and I did at least half of that. At least.
Yeah.
That's uncalled for.
Yeah. Yep.
But there were so many things that I just enjoyed, and I could not go home without.
Mhm.
Right?
Oh, it was fun. It was fun. We were only there for like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, about
had we
that.
stayed longer, we would have gotten more trouble.
Yeah.
But we went with a few more modest purchase,
Yes.
right?
Yes, they
were
did
very.
purchase a little more
They
modestly
had
than we did.
such self-control. That's
I
all I
felt
have
so
to
bad.
say. They had good self-control because when I saw what they got, I'm like,
That's
"Where's your other bags?
it. Right?
Where'd they go? Hello?"
Oh my god. And then Gretchen of Foggy Mountain Fibers sent me home with
Mhm.
3/4 of a Shetland raw fleece.
Poor Elaine.
And it's absolutely beautiful, but it is sheepy. It is decidedly barnyard fragrant,
Has not
right?
been
There's
cleaned.
no poo tags or anything, right?
Yes.
It's well skirted, but it is a raw fleece.
Right.
And if the smell of a really, really fragrant sheep barnyard is not to your liking,
Don't assume everybody likes that smell. She has
No.
found out. Don't assume
No.
everybody is thrilled to have that smell in them on the 3.5 hour car ride
oh my
home.
goodness, yes, we stuffed it in the back, and I was because it was in plastic, and I was crossing my fingers, and poor Eileen, because she's the smallest of us, she was in the third row seat.
And she's a
And
good sport.
She is such a good sport. I
everything.
need to like buy her lunch or dinner or something, because she sat with that. I was like, "How you doing back there?" She's like, "Oh, you owe me. Oh, you owe me." And I
That's
do. I do. I realize that not everybody likes.
I would have tied it to the roof.
It would have been floof
We gotta
flying down
That's right.
the whole way home.
You gotta bring one like seal bag,
Yes,
just in
that's-
case.
That's exactly what I was
One
thinking
bag.
of.
Airtight
One that
bag.
doesn't need the vacuum.
Right, that you can
but
just
that you-
roll close.
Yeah, I'll just flop on top of it,
Yeah.
and my backside will squish all that air out, right?
Yep, before
Which
you
is
get in the car.
exactly how it's being stored in my house right now. It's in
That's
our
right.
armoire in
It's too
in
much
a
for
squeezy
anybody
bag.
over a long period of time.
Lou was not having it. He was like, "That's nasty."
You had not
So
washed the
Elaine-
dog in many weeks.
Dude, the dog doesn't even get that smelly. Okay.
No, he's
Elaine,
not out.
If you're
Yeah.
watching, I owe you. You tell me, okay? Because
What do you need?
what do you want? You want store credit? I got you.
That's right.
I got you. But moving on, we're going to
Yes.
talk briefly about a couple of things that we have
Coming up.
here at the shop. We have our friend Joanne. Sometimes in her spare time, she does a good amount of quilting, and she'll bring bags in for sweater quantities.
Yep.
I use her bags almost exclusively, and they're the best
Fabulous.
bags I've ever used.
Mhm.
This is the first that we have of hers. It is rich blues with these great big red roses.
Like a red poppy.
The inside is a lovely white with red polka dots. And then she has a bunch of pockets.
Yes.
Several, let's see, there's 3 separate, non-sealable, but beautiful, well-made, thick pockets.
Mhm.
They fit my whole fist in
Mhm.
here. really, really, the stitching is not going to come out on you.
No.
It's not. So that's the first.
Flat bottom,
Flat bottom.
drawstring,
Drawstrings.
sweater quantity, definitely.
Absolutely. I could probably fit one of my sweaters and all my socks that I'm making, and probably
Yeah. So comparison, right? So the one that I got 10 skeins in. Hello, it's even a little bigger.
yeah.
So
So definitely
a couple projects
worth it.
and a sweater.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah.
This is the second one, which is great, beautiful Shasta daisies with a lovely stripe at the drawstring, pinwheels on the bottom, and this really neat interior fabric that is reversed daisies, yellow backgrounds with white, and the pockets are small stars. Absolutely lovely.
Fabulous coordinating fabrics.
Absolutely.
Love
She
them.
has such an eye for color.
Love them.
Now this one harkens me back to my childhood in the 70s, and I love
the
it.
Tupperware.
Yes. Remember,
Were you thinking Tupperware?
I was.
I was thinking Tupperware when I saw it.
that, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful golden yellows. Look at this fabulous floral print. We have, remember the cane chairs that everybody's grandma had, or the rocking chair with the caning in the seat? That's the print that is in the green. Then you pop it open and look at the pretty. Isn't that lovely?
It's gorgeous.
And I know that she didn't put this as an exterior fabric because it is white.
She does the lights on the inside.
Yeah, do you want to put all that white sitting down on people's carpets, on top of tables, in doctors' offices, you know? And then there's a lovely gingham check on the inside.
Gorgeous.
These are just lovely. Her work is so pretty. And then we have these beautiful large roses again, but instead of the navy background, you have this lovely country blue. You got your pink and white polka dots up here. You have more of the caning fabric on the bottom, and then the inside is white fabric with the blue polka dots and pink fabric with white polka dots. Absolutely
pretty.
lovely.
So
Have
pretty.
we decided what these are going to retail?
These are 65.
65 is a steal.
Mm-hmm.
I know it-
Call and get 'em if you
Sometimes
want 'em.
it might sound like a lot, but you can't get this quality
No.
with
And they go
fabric
fast.
choices. They do.
They're one of a kinds. They're all one of a
They
kinds.
will not be replicated. So absolutely.
Yeah.
If you like one of those, call us in the next day or two.
Yeah. Let us know what color. We'll get it
Hopefully
out to
it'll still be here.
you. Right.
Now we have these bags. What we talked about my addiction to pumpkin spice, right?
Yes.
Martina has made these wonderful bags. These, again, quality. Holy oh my god, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
You have your killer Halloween booze out here. And look at that striping pattern. It reminds me of like Beetlejuice,
It does.
right?
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
Stuck on
This
my head.
is a great small sweater, maybe a cowl or a shawl. You can throw some socks in here. This is a pretty good sized bag.
like a 4 skeiner, right?
At least a 4 skein. At least. I
It's
mean,
quilted.
I could probably fit 5 or 6 in here.
Love it.
Really, really nice. This is the same boo fabric with the polka dot bottom and a cow print on the inside. Now this is also a 4 skeiner with a single handle instead of the 2 carry straps. Really well done. I love
I
these.
want that one.
I kind of want this one myself.
I know, right? I want it.
Oh, that's Lou.
All right.
We have 2 more here.
Yep.
Look at that. This is probably an 8 skein. She has this kick butt drawstring at the top. Okay. She calls this a basket bag. See, I can't let her do this because she won't. Will not do the justice that it needs.
I won't brag about it enough.
No. And the inside is all this autumnal, pumpkin. I love fall, harvest, falling leaves, acorns. It has all these wonderful little words in here, and it's such a great interior space. It's bigger than my head.
It's a big bag.
It's a nice bag. It's got this great drawstring here so that you can slide it closed and keep everything inside. And then our final bag is the same style with a drawstring. Okay, this one has an orange bally thing. Has the green on the top with all of those pumpkins. This reminds me of growing up, and we had those canisters on the counter.
Yeah.
Like, not my mom, because she wasn't really like that, but my friend Tina's mom always had, like,
yeah. In the liquid.
yes,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
And then she had the
For decoration.
yeah, and
It's like a
it had
oil
the
or
pumpkins and the browns and the rich colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't get better than this. How much fun is that? Right? I love it.
Yes, let me know. All right, so we also, I don't know, we're kind of getting long here. We're a little over an hour.
Yeah. Lou's like, hey,
ever
are you
coming
alive?
home? You coming home yet?
But one more thing that I do want to talk about is
Yeah.
next week starts the FIADH, FIADH, knit along with me on Wednesdays. Look at that again with the pumpkin spice, right?
Mhm.
Check it out. This is Barocco's Vintage Worsted.
Mhm.
The pattern is the Fia by Marie Green. Look at it. Check it out. It is $15 for the pattern, but it's a whole tutorial and a workshop to walk you through every single step.
Right, different gauges, different
Yeah,
fits,
you do your
everything.
gauge swatch on your chosen yarn, and she has 3 different sections that which choice out of these 3 is how close you got your gauge to.
Mhm.
You're gonna follow that one.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting construction. One of our ladies who comes in, Kathleen, she had made it in the remix worsted from Barocco,
Mhm.
and it's gorgeous. It's
It is
gorgeous. I was
gorgeous.
like, well, that's it. I need to make that because it's
Yeah.
a beautiful shawl collar, loads of rich ornate cabling. Absolutely lovely.
Yep.
Definitely. Come on in, hang out with me on Wednesdays for the foreseeable future through the
Yeah, and this one actually runs past SAF, just in case you didn't get it done.
yeah
There, it goes a week past it, just in case.
goes right
So it's a
almost to
6
Halloween.
weeks.
Yeah,
It's a 6-week knit along
starts September 15th.
with 1 week off because you won't be here.
Right. Yeah, I go to Work the Wings.
Yeah.
Where I
So
camp
that's
it
her
with a little,
SAF sweater.
yes. It's
My
gonna be
SAF
amazing.
sweater is going to be Spark by Andrea Mowry, and mine is knit in, it's a color work knit in the round. I'm going to use Universal Tweed DK for my main color. It's a shawl collar. I have it in here, but I will just post a picture of it. And then I'm going to use my 4 colors throughout the body. This one gets steeped.
Yeah, you crazy.
I will probably do it by myself because I say steeped and everyone's like, yeah, no,
Yeah, don't let
Yeah,
steaking
no.
intimidate you.
it's not hard.
There are several ways to perform steaking, whether it's with a machine sewn reinforcements or crocheted,
Yeah.
or hand sewn even. We can help you move through that every step of the way.
Yep.
She and I have both done it. I think she's done it more so than I have, but if I can do it, you can do it.
It's only scary for a second, a split second.
That first cut, you're like, oh, I can't do this. I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
it'll be great pullover.
Yeah,
But-
so she's doing the Fia, I'm doing the Spark, so you can pick your poison. and come in and pick any yarn you want to. Mine is written for, her sweater is written for worsted. I'm doing a DK, so I will have to do a multiplier of some sort, but I'm okay with that. I don't go heavier than a DK on sweaters, so I already
Yeah.
run too hot.
And I run cold. I'm
So
always
she's
cold,
always
so
looking
I'm
for the
happy
bulky.
to
Yeah.
pull a worsted or a bulky sweater,
Mhm.
where that's not hers. Hers
Yeah.
is more a fingering DK
Right.
weight, right? So we got you covered no matter what size,
That's
what
right.
weight yarn you want to do, right?
We will get it to fit you the way you want it to fit. That's
Absolutely.
We do so many garments. We have figured all the tips
Oh my
and tricks
goodness,
out,
yeah.
and we'll get it to fit you either way.
We have so much fun.
Yeah. Yep.
You can ask any of the ladies who come and sit at our table.
That's right.
We are happy to. They're like, oh, I don't want to take up your time. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is my joy.
Yeah.
This is my happy.
Yep.
Let me get you into a wearable, comfortable garment that is going to be a go-to staple
Right.
in your closet all the time.
We will get you to the end happily of each project that you get.
Yes. If you're not happy,
Absolutely.
we can help you make it so that you're happy.
We have a few people out there a few years, and they, you know, pick away at it, and we're still there giving them support on it and cheering them on, and whatever we need to
Absolutely.
do to make
Dude.
it work for each person.
And you know,
Yeah.
everybody gets those projects where it's just like, this is not working for me,
Yeah.
and that's fine. If it's not bringing you joy, you need to set it aside. Put it in a
Absolutely.
closet. Let it think about what it's done. Bring it back out in a year.
And decide if you still want to move forward or not.
And if you don't like it anymore, frog that bad boy. You reuse that yarn for
That's
something
right.
beautiful
We'll
that's
find
going to
something
sing.
else to work for it. Yes. All right, girlie.
You know, I can talk all
We
day
need
long.
to let them go. I gotta go home and do schoolwork, though.
Oh, well, actually,
Before
Lou
bedtime.
is asking me. He's like, "So, where are you?" I'm starting to get hungry.
See, I have dinner made for me when I get home.
Lou is very good about dinner being made. However, he's not going to eat without me.
Oh yes.
So,
Well, that's fabulous.
because it's just us now, we're empty nesters.
Mine won't either, unless I say, "Listen, I won't be there till bedtime." Then he'll eat.
Yeah,
But or the blood sugar drops.
yeah. Well,
Right?
yeah. Lou will pick something up around
Have a
3
snack.
o'clock to keep
Have a
on
snack.
a late night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Wednesdays are our late nights, and we'll
Yeah.
get into a better routine of doing this. We had so much going on.
Oh my God. Yeah,
So
with me
much.
going away that
So
whole
much.
week,
Yeah.
and then other things, just like,
Mhm.
and on
we
top
have
of it,
employees gone. We have
yes,
there's
and it's
so
a COVID.
much.
It's another COVID year.
it is
I don't want to keep using that as an
Yeah.
excuse, but it totally is.
right.
You know, things
Quarantines are in
happen.
effect again.
Yeah, we have so
lot
many
of our
schools that are
schools.
closing again, going
Yeah.
fully virtual,
Yep.
which is understandable.
Mhm.
You know, and the only reason that Martina and I don't have masks on right now, sitting this close to one another, is because we are together so often.
Yeah.
We are definitely considered in one another's bubbles, right?
Right.
So
We live in the
odds
bubble.
are, if she's gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, and vice versa.
Yeah.
We just hand sanitize the heck out of everything,
Yeah.
wash everything really tight.
That's right. It's hygiene.
You know,
just
we're
do
very
responsible
careful.
things.
We're
Yeah.
very careful.
All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll get you into some trouble, and I will share all the goodies and the links
Yes.
and the webpage for the Southern Comfort Festival, so you can
Yes.
go find your own favorite things from there.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
check these vendors out, because especially the ones that we have purchased from, and Elaine and Celeste and Joanne,
Yeah.
you know, they are definitely worth checking them out.
They were all fabulous. It was hard to decide.
Yeah.
It really was.
I mean, even Depoy Creations with the breakdown furniture. I mean, you can
Mhm.
take all of their chairs and their benches apart,
they were
and they lay
fabulous.
flat.
Yeah.
Which is great for storage.
Yeah.
You know, I know the holidays are coming up. I'll probably pull a couple of my X chairs, and
Great gift
The-
ideas.
yeah.
Yep.
you can't go
Absolutely.
wrong.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong. I love what we do.
You do too. All right, everybody, have a great week.
Bye.
Take care. We'll see you soon. All right, go hit that button.
I'll hit the button. Oh, My butt's sore.
My knees.